In a world ruled by speed and power, where every move, every second, every single pound can decide the outcome, stands the greatest lightweight champion, the legendary Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, I can be 3 divisions also. Just give me the chance, that's it. I will fight with the police. I swear, if Dana White send me contract, I will fight with him also.
The heir to the Dagestani Eagle, a man who crushed everyone in his path, dominating for years until he made the most dangerous decision of his entire career.
They said that Islam Makhachev would get the title shot up at 170 if you won this belt tonight. What do you think about that?
I think it's a beautiful challenge, you know, he's pound for pound #1. I'm going to get him back for vote.
The stakes higher than ever. This time standing across the cage from the Dagestani king is a rising star, a true headhunter, Jack Della Maddalena.
Jack Della Maddalena. Welcome to the top 5.
If Islam Makhachev loses to Jack, does he drop back down to 55 and challenge for the championship, or does he walk away forever?
This is the most epic showdown of the year's end, a collision of 2 worlds, 2 fighting styles, and 2 legends in the making.
Solidifying myself as the best guy in this generation and the best welterweight ever.
This sport is very different without Islam. It really is. Islam represents, it's a massive umbrella.
2 men will enter the cage, but only one will emerge victorious. Who has the better chance to win? We'll break it all down, right here, right now. Let's go.
Islam's fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's big, dude.
Yeah.
When I interview him in the cage afterwards, I'm always like, how?
Really?
How are you 155?
Can Islam, a natural lightweight, truly adapt to the modern welterweight division? I use the phrase modern welterweight for a reason, because when you compare today's fighters to those of the previous generation, the size difference is absolutely massive. Every current top 10 welterweight walks around in roughly 200 pounds in the off-season, and that's a huge leap compared to the lightweight class.
His scrambles are crazy, and I feel Islam would feel like he bit off more than he could chew once he gets in there with him, because when he puts some things on him, he's like, oh shit, I'm standing with this guy, I have to take him down. And then he tries, gets him down, and he gets back up, or he couldn't get him down, because he's a big dude. People don't realize how big Della is as well. He's solid.
Next to Islam, Jack Della Maddalena looks like the bigger man. At first glance, that 25-pound gap between them seems like it could be the deciding factor in the clash. But hold on, it's not that simple. Here's an interesting detail that keeps me from counting Makhachev out. In his own division, Islam was always known as a big, strong lightweight. Almost always the larger man inside the cage. Cutting weight was never easy for him. His off-season weight reached around 185 pounds. And considering how much time Islam now spends pushing iron in the gym, that so-called size difference might not mean much at all.
Islam at any weight does great. Obviously at 170 it's going to be an adjustment, but Islam's a big boy.
Yes, there's no denying it. Makhachev will have a tough time adapting to a new weight class, especially debuting against a true welterweight monster. But if you consider yourself a real MMA fan, you know this. Size alone doesn't win fights. When 2 elite masters of their craft meet in the octagon, the real story lies far beyond the numbers. There are far more fascinating dynamics at play.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard fight. Honestly, it's gonna be. I saw his fight against Bilal. He's good, man. He's good. When he beginning fighting in UFC, he had a problem with the wrestling, but now he's improved because I see training a lot with the wrestlers, with the grapplers, and that's why he's a champion right now, and he's good everywhere.
Let's roll back the clock for a moment to UFC 315.
Yeah, I think he hasn't fought someone like me. I've fought people like him my whole career. He's never fought someone like me.
So my eyes are locked on him. He's my bullseye right now, and that's all I'm worried about.
From a dark horse to a highlight reel champion, Jack Della Maddalena shocked the world by taking down one of the least flashy yet most resilient champions, Belal Muhammad. No doubt about it, Jack didn't just show progress, he made a massive leap in his grappling game. But can we really say that improvement is enough to stop Islam Makhachev's wrestling? Obviously no.
All my opponents say, I'm gonna stop his wrestling, he's not gonna take me down, but Australia don't have wrestling. That's why I don't care.
You see, the wrestling of Belal Muhammad and the wrestling of Islam Makhachev are two entirely different beasts. Islam's wrestling isn't just good, it's absolutely dominant. Unlike Belal, who uses wrestling mainly for pressure, Makhachev turns it into total control. His top game is, without exaggeration, the best in the entire UFC. He maintains position, lands ground and pound, and constantly hunts for submissions. Every move, every small error, every strike, Islam uses it all to edge closer to victory.
Islam said, I don't have a black belt, I grapple all the time, but I can destroy all these guys that do. Not just I can destroy them at fighting, I can tap them out. They will never tap me out. I can start in any position they want. I will get out of the position and I will then beat them on the ground.
And what do we know about Makhachev? At the very least, he submitted the best jiu-jitsu artist in UFC history.
Champion, dominant champion, submitting everybody, underdog. That's how good Islam is.
Charles Oliveira, the all-time submission record holder, was supposed to be untouchable on the ground.
Transition to the back. Gaethje's out.
You can't let him take his back. Oh, he's got the choke.
He's got the choke. Locked in.
It's over.
Fully
it's
locked
over.
in. It's over.
Oliveira's under the chin.
Oh my goodness.
Switches up the grip.
He's gonna go to sleep.
Oh my
That
goodness.
is gonna do it.
This dude right
Who
here,
can
man.
stop Charles Oliveira? 11 in a row, and still the
Tremendous.
best lightweight on planet Earth.
Tremendous.
But Islam walked in and defeated the reigning king in his own domain.
UFC 280 for 20% off today and tomorrow.
Oliveira takes him to the ground here. Now, Makhachev said he would take him down here. Not many people are willing to play this game with Charles Oliveira. Islam said he is not afraid. Islam stacking him. Got to make sure the hips are covered.
Charles Oliveira got his hand off the top of the octagon and now taken down.
Nice step through there by Makhachev.
Makhachev keeping that elbow on the chin of Oliveira, now tries to posture up. Charles swivels a hip. Look to land an up kick. Investment doesn't even begin to describe it when it comes to Makhachev's career and his involvement. Oh, another nice stick there by Makhachev early round.
Don't allow Makhachev to get close.
Charles trying to get his own takedown.
And as the fight goes longer, Oliveira will gain confidence, but Makhachev is a good striker. I know he's not known for it, but he has tremendous stand-up skills. I think he's just aware of the takedowns coming in his direction.
I think Oliveira would... Oh! Knockdown from Makhachev!
He's got the arm triangle. Oh, this is
Islam Makhachev!
That wasn't luck, that was a showcase of elite grappling mastery, surgical technique, and a level of control that's practically untouchable. Yes, Della Maddalena has brought in Olympic wrestlers for his camp, and that's impressive, but his base remains striking. That's where his instincts are. He has fundamental wrestling skills, sure, but even with all respect to Jack, no one can seriously claim he's competitive on the mat. Not when the name across from him is Islam Makhachev.
But Makhachev's, I'm going to tell you, somebody was telling me, who do you think's a better wrestler? Was it Makhachev or was it Khabib? And I think Makhachev is a better grappler, honestly.
JDM is a freaking terror, man. His hands, his ability to go head and body. It's a tough fight for anybody.
When it comes to striking, things get a lot more debatable. Most fans and analysts would agree. Jack Della Maddalena holds the edge here.
Good job.
Nice shot by Gilbert.
Beautiful level change by Durinho.
Big right hand from Burns late in the round.
Power shots, and if that possibly leaves him exposed to a takedown attempt.
Oh, head kick and a good counter right from Della Maddalena.
Big shots by Della
He's got to try to
Maddalena.
get his foot to the mat. Gilbert's attacking the top of the knee. Maddalena's decision to try that kick. Oh, he got
He
away.
rolled out of it. He rolled out of it. Beautiful job by Jack. Nice knee to the body.
Right knee for Della Maddalena.
Gilbert's hurt.
Oh, Burns covered up and now elbows. Della Maddalena can smell the finish.
Oh, my goodness.
Burns trying to survive the final minute plus.
That's it. That's it.
17 in a row for Jack Della Maddalena.
What a
Welcome to the top 5.
Huge moment for Jack Della Maddalena.
Wow.
To be able to get out of that position, turn it around, hurt Gilbert Burns, and stop him.
He knew that Gilbert was going to shoot again, and he just threw that knee right up the middle.
He's a born finisher, packing devastating knockout power. Most of his victories come by way of KO, and his killer instinct inside the cage is undeniable. Jack explodes with rapid-fire combinations, snaps out a sharp jab, and finds his mark from any position. Whether it's with crisp crosses, tight hooks, or sudden uppercuts, he's always on the hunt for that one clean fight-ending shot. And more often than not, he finds it. Della Maddalena doesn't wait. He doesn't play cautious or reactive. He pressures constantly, walking his opponents down and keeping danger in their faces every second. That kind of aggression could easily force Makhachev backward, denying him the chance to set up his game plan. His footwork, reaction time, and punching power are all top tier. And the final point in Jack's favor, his boxing has proven sharp enough to neutralize even the legendary hands of Canelo Alvarez.
I don't think it'll be an easy fight for Jack, but I believe in Jack. I think he's got that X factor. He's got that hunger there. You know, he's got the ticker. And, you know, just like with Bilal, just like with Burns before, I think he can do the impossible.
But what can Islam Makhachev bring to the table? Trust me, digging into this question is one of the most fascinating exercises in MMA analysis. You might say, come on, how can we rate Makhachev's striking? The guy's been knocked out before.
For this fight, I think nobody can stop me. It's very dangerous because small gloves, every punch is gonna be dangerous. That's why I'm changing a lot after this fight. But this is lucky punch 100%. After this fight, he never wins.
But here's the thing, since then Islam has completely transformed his stand-up game, and he's proved it with actions, not words. He outboxed Dustin Poirier, he shut down pure punchers and clean technical boxers, often without even using his wrestling. Makhachev is the definition of a complete fighter. If Khabib was a ground-dominant monster, Islam is a fully evolved all-around weapon. His elite striking now lets him score highlight reel knockouts, win dangerous exchanges, and take minimal damage even in chaos.
Like I always say to my guys, like everybody, there is levels. There is fighters, there is champion, there is elite. And I think Islam is elite. This is what I think, this is what I feel when I train with him long time.
It just shows the strength, but yet the technique that Islam has. And that is why he's probably the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in all of the sport.
Now, let's be honest, despite all of Makhachev's evolution, JDM is still the more dangerous striker. His knockout power, experience, and relentless aggression make him a genuine threat to anyone standing in front of him. If the fight stays on the feet, the Australian's chances rise significantly. But here's the key, Islam won't rely on pure striking. His best scenario is to use his stand-up as a weapon of strategy, to close the distance, disguise his entries, bait reactions, and set up the takedown. You must never try to out-trade Della Maddalena in open exchanges. That could end badly, fast. The real difference between good fighters and true masters, it's not just power or technique, it's fight IQ.
They were well-rounded enough, because if you try to pressure him standing, he takes you down. If you try to, apply some jiu-jitsu, his wrestling's so good he doesn't allow you. So from what I've seen, they haven't been able to put pressure on him because they don't have enough skills, the well-roundedness required to do that, and I think I'm the guy to do that.
The ability to understand when, how, and why to strike. And in that department, Makhachev plays on another level. To describe what fight IQ truly means, you could write an entire book. But let me sum it up in one sentence. Fight IQ is the ability to use your strengths, craft and adjust strategies, adapt to the unexpected, improvise under pressure, and turn your opponent's weaknesses against them. And in this category, Islam Makhachev is the clear favorite.
So did Islam Makhachev, to be fair. He wasn't bothered who it was. He said, listen, I'm the champion, I'm here to fight the best. He went out there, he beat Moicano, who was on an absolute roll, destroyed Benoit Saint-Denis, and I thought he'd give him a good run. Well, it turns out Islam Makhachev is just that guy.
Time and again, Makhachev has shown an exceptional ability to adapt his style based on who's standing across from him. He can fight on the feet to set up takedowns, or dives straight into grappling exchanges from the opening bell. He never clings to one game plan. Instead, he reads the situation and adjusts in real time. The Makhachev team, led by Khabib Nurmagomedov, is famous for its meticulous preparation. Every fight plan is built like a military operation, studied, structured, and refined down to the smallest detail. They're experts at exposing opponents' flaws and building strategies designed to exploit them perfectly. Inside the cage, Islam rarely loses composure. He's almost always in control, maintaining focus and calm even in the most intense moments. That composure allows him to make rational, high-precision decisions when others would panic. He's demonstrated elite critical thinking, reading positions, predicting movements, and making the right call every single time. It's a mindset forged since childhood, and it gives him a mental edge few can match.
I will say yes, because I training last 3 months for the fight, not just for one opponent. For the fight, no matter who is gonna be. That's why, for me, it's okay.
As for Jack Della Maddalena, his foundation is built on striking and aggression. That works brilliantly until someone takes away his main weapons. When that happens, he can struggle to adapt. Jack rarely makes drastic adjustments mid-fight if things start slipping away. Sometimes he's too aggressive, letting emotions dictate his actions, which has already led to costly mistakes, like in his bouts against Gilbert Burns and Bilal Muhammad. His experience and technical sharpness in striking are undeniable advantages, but when he faces opponents with elite wrestling and tactical discipline, his fight IQ, his ability to think under fire, can be seriously put to the test. With his superior fight IQ, Islam Makhachev has the clear edge in adapting to Jack Della Maddalena's style, building an effective strategy and dictating the pace of the fight. His ability to make calm, rational decisions under pressure, combined with his strategic flexibility, makes him the favorite in this matchup. Makhachev is more likely to outthink and outmaneuver the Australian tactically, rather than the other way around. For Jack, this fight will require him to reinvent the wheel, to find something truly new if he wants to unlock the code to beating Islam. The closest anyone has come to doing that was Alexander Volkanovski. In their first encounter, Volk managed to stuff Makhachev's takedowns, take calculated risks, trade confidently in striking exchanges, and push Islam harder than anyone ever had. He looked like the only man who could truly compete with the Dagestani champion on every level. But make no mistake, this upcoming clash is a battle of styles, of elements, of legacies. A fight between fire and ice, chaos and control. A matchup that will undoubtedly stand as one of the most electrifying showdowns of the year's end. So, what do you think? Who takes it? The Dagestani King or the Aussie Sniper? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you later.